Good morning. The temp is in the upper 30s. It did rain a little bit last night, so my tent is soaked. It's pretty humid here too, so my quilt was slightly damp, but nothing really to worry about. And my hands are freezing just because it's in the 30s and I've been wiping water up. But anyway, it looks like a beautiful morning. The sun's starting to rise. It's still 20 minutes before actual sunrise, but it's gonna be a party one. It's right at 6:45 and I just started walking. Just crossed under the road. What's nice is the last 2 days, because coming out of Tucson and coming out of Summer Haven, I got late starts. It didn't start till like 8:40 and then 8:15. So I have an extra hour and a half in this morning to hike. There's also not supposed to be any like big ups or downs. It's just all rolling ups and downs. None of these huge several thousand feet climbs or descents. High today's 55, and there is a chance of afternoon thunder or afternoon showers. So that's what we're working with. Okay, hindsight is always 20/20. But had I known that I could have come another 1.6 down this dirt road and camped in this parking lot, I would have done that. Because there's even privies. I'm not sure if they're, it looks like there's zip ties on them. They're probably not here all the time. They're probably just here for the that race that's starting today. There's supposed to be a water box somewhere, I thought. But yeah, I definitely could have just camped here. Oh my goodness. I came around the corner back there and I was like, oh my gosh, it's a circus. There were like 6 or 7 hikers, all like packing up their camps. They're almost packed up. I have not seen that many people. I couldn't believe there was that many people together. 2 of them are through hiking, and the other like 3 or 4, how many ever there were, are just doing a section. They said they just got on last night and they're going to Superior. So, which is like, so that means that we're doing about a 100-mile section, because I think Superior is about 92 from here. But I don't know if I'll see them. I just don't know what kind of mileage they're doing. But man, when it's so desolate out here, I just like seeing people. You know, sometimes like on the AT early on, there's like, oh my God, so many people, too many people. Here's the exact opposite. But feeling good again today, so hoping for biggins. Starting to see a lot more saguaros again. All right, I just stopped here at this flat spot on this ridge line. It's 9 a.m. I've done 5.6 so far. I just had a Lara bar, put some electrolytes in my water, and took my mid layer off. Because I've been cool on all the downs, but then all the ups, I've been getting warm and sweaty. So I took my mid layer off and sat there and then got myself plumb cold. Pretty much that's all we've been doing today is up, down, up, down, up, down. None of them big or steep though, so it's been okay. I was looking at some things for just out of curiosity. There was someone far out. I was trying to figure out what mile marker Roosevelt Lake Marina was at, and it wasn't showing up right. But looks like once we get into Kearney at mile 264, with resupplies possible at like Superior, it's only like 40 miles after that, then Roosevelt Lake Marina, and then Payson. It looks like I got a few pretty short, like less 2 or 3 day food carries in a row. So that's kind of nice. It's always morale booster to go into town, right? Good town food and whatnot. But anyway, still got a lot of hours in the day, and I got big plans. All right, just checking in here. I've not been filming very much. It's 10:45, so I've been at it for 4 hours. I've done 10.4. So I'm trying to ignore what's behind me over there. Looks like some dark rain clouds, but as you can see, most of around is this blue skies. I'm just gonna ignore the rain clouds for now and hope they skirt around the other way or something. There is questionable water in 3.3, and then in 10.5 from here, there's supposed to be a pretty good beehive well. And the comments are that there's lots of water there. So we'll see what the situation is here in 3.3. I probably will stop for a break there. Kind of getting ready for a break soon, but it's a little early for lunch, only being 10:45. So it's been a good day. Just been kind of reflecting on some of my life decisions, and really honestly just been very grateful for the decisions I made a few years ago that drastically changed my life. You know, when I'm home sometimes, especially this last stretch between the PCT and here, where I was struggling to find work anywhere comparable to what I used to do, or even work at all for that matter, I was really starting to question some of the things that I've decided to do with my life. And being out here, feeling so strong, being able to do big miles, sleep outside wherever I want, wake up, sunrises, sunsets, work your body to exhaustion every day, just seeing all these beautiful sights. I mean, this is really living. Sitting at a desk for years and years and years is not really living. So I may not have as much money as I once did, but I have a lot more life experiences, and I think I'm a hell of a lot healthier than I used to be. But anyway, that's just been on my mind today. It's still too early. I don't let myself listen to a book or anything in the morning usually, just to conserve battery, and just, I don't know, don't want to get in the habit of doing that all day, every day. But I'm kind of tired of all these serious thoughts. So I may be graceful with myself and allow the book early today. It's definitely all rain right there. All right, so I've gone 13.8 miles. It is 12:07. I'm sitting down in this old road, like down deep in a dip to try to get out of the wind. I felt a couple raindrops, but it's not really raining. I'm gonna try to have lunch here. There is a water tank quarter mile or so off trail, but I'm just taking stock here. I've drank, I don't know, I've had about 2 liters today in it, but I have almost 3 liters still. And there's a reliable water that there's a comment yesterday. The tank's full to the brim with good water, 7.1 from here. So I really don't think I need to get any more water here. I'm gonna see how much I drink with lunch. I'm gonna eat something, and just because of this rain situation, I'm probably not gonna sit here too long, but my feet are starting to hurt. But you know, it goes with the territory. I'm hungry, I'm gonna eat something. Okay. I just took about 20 something minute break. Not much of a lunch break. However, I'm not really sure what to do. I got my rain jacket on because it was cold and windy. As soon as I came down in that hole down there was no wind and it got warm. But also it's when I put my rain jacket on. So I'm thinking if I keep the rain jacket on, the rain will stay away from me. There's definitely rain not far on the other side of the camera there. There are patches all around me, and I think I'm just in a little blessed zone here. So I moved some stuff around that was on the outside of my pack, that put it inside the pack just in case it does rain and won't get wet. I did not get any more water down that way. I've got slightly over 2 liters even after drinking some there, and only 7.1 miles to what is allegedly good water. So I'm not going to waste the time. I'm just going to keep trying to stay ahead of this rain, but it is only about 12:30 and I'm already about 14 in. If this weather gets less precarious and I get some nice sun at some point, I'm going to take a long break later, or maybe another medium-sized break, just to rest my feet. But it's just not a whole lot of fun when that's coming right in on you. You're not sure when it's gonna start, so you don't want to have your stuff too pack exploded, you know. So I did get a Ziploc baggie out, put my phone in if it rains, because my phone, the whole back of it's shattered. It's been like that since before the PCT. I just bought it and I dropped it without a case in a Buc-ee's parking lot right when I got the new phone. Somehow on this trail, I took the case off of it to wipe the dust out a week or so ago, and it shattered even worse. So I don't think it's waterproof at all. But that's why I got the baggie. I should just get a new phone, but they're like over $1,000, and I'm trying to wait. I don't know if it's... I think this summer I'm eligible for like the upgrade without paying the money or whatever. All right, still getting raindrops here and there. Ooh, the camera actually looks worse right above me than I realized. It's spotty all around. Have not seen hardly any people, other than the two people that were camped at that road near me. Like, we were all camped, 100 yards apart probably, and nobody really talked. But I did talk to the one guy yesterday when I met him at that picnic table, and I think he was planning to try to go to a town from there to resupply. Then I saw those 6 people this morning packing up their tents. Other than that, I have not seen a soul. I've hiked right at 18 so far, and I mean, no day hikers, no nothing. The other thing I was just thinking, yesterday I had those couple really nice benches along the trail. That'd be really nice right now. My feet are hurting because I've only had a couple short breaks. But I'm only about 3 miles from this water where I'm going to fill up for the night. So, and I think it's 2:15 or so now. So, I'm going to take if the weather cooperates, I'm going to take another decent break at this in 3 miles. All right, I got rained on. It wasn't real hard or real long, but it was enough that I hurried up and put my raincoat on, and I want to take it off because it's getting hot. But I'm a little afraid to jinx myself if I take it off. The sky didn't look great right there, but there are hints of blue all around. So let me turn this way. I'm walking this way on this road, and I was thinking, I've been on several roads today. Like, they're not real roads, but they're old, like, farm roads or whatever. And we're on regular trail a lot, but there are several miles every day. I started off this morning with almost 2 miles of a road walk, and it looks like this one could be a 2.5 or 3 mile road walk. I mean, I know this isn't really a road. It's really the same hardness and rockiness as the trail. These cactuses here, like the cholla, I think they are. Chala. I've gotten 3 times today. I've gotten like a ball of them stuck in my gaiter. But I've been able to use like the tips of my trekking poles to pull them out without having to touch them with my hands. I'm ready for this rain just to be out of here. Give me some blue clear skies and some sun. I know today the high was like 55, and then it's supposed to the next few days gradually get warmer. I think in like 5 days we're up to like 100, and then I'm gonna be wishing for weather like this. But for now, all the just cold and wind and moisture, I'm kind of over. All right, here is somewhere over here is a big water tank. I can see it descending down in here. It looks like a big swimming pool. Now we got to figure out what the quality of the water is. Okay, as soon as I get here and got my Tyvek out and sat down, it started sprinkling again. Both times I've tried to take breaks today. So I emptied my dirty water bottle, because it was all good clean water, into another bottle. And I'm gonna go hunt this up. I just peeked over the edge. It looks pretty green, but there were comments about how clear it is. So I gotta figure this out. All right, so I'm standing up on a log. Here's the water. There's a pipe over there that's not running, but there were comments that there was water running. So let's see how it is. Dip a bottle in. The verdict is crystal clear water. It just looks green because algae on the tank. So I'm gonna filter this in another bottle, and I'm gonna drink some here. As this rain will hold off, I'm gonna have a break and a snack, and I'm gonna leave here with 4 liters. All right, really didn't get much of a break. I just got wet. Got wet and got my water bottles full. And it's not currently raining. And it's starting to clear up in some spots around me, but then you got a couple spots that aren't looking great, so. That thing is enormous. All right, here's the mind games that I play. So since I didn't take many breaks, hardly at all today, I was thinking when it gets close to 5, even 4:45, 4:30 even, see a great spot, I'm gonna stop. But now I'm almost 25 miles. It's about 5:15. There was a spot back there and I looked, I was only 24.8. I'm like, no, I'm not stopping just before 25. Then I got another 0.1. Another good 10 spot, but no, I'm not stopping at 24.9. So right now I'm telling myself I gotta go at least 25, but I'd really like to get a marathon, 26.2. I mean, I've got close to 2 hours before dark, and for the most part, knock on wood, the dark skies have mostly gone away. So I'm not sure how far I'll get here, but my feet are telling me I'm about done, but the desire to push myself is telling me to keep going. I got my marathon. However, now I'm in all these cactuses, the ones that have, what I can draw in blanks on the name of them. The ones that have all the sharp spines to fall off. And I dang sure don't want those in my tent or air pad. So hopefully I can get away from them. It's 5:45 right now. It is 10 after 6 p.m. There were comments that when you get to this road, there was a spot on the left, but a better spot, 0.2 on the right. The spot on the left was decent, but I thought, well, there's a better spot. I went 0.2 more. It was up high, real windy, real exposed. I considered going back 0.2, but I thought better of it. I don't want to do bonus miles backwards. So this is a road walk and it's going downhill. So I'm hoping to get down here and find a spot out of the wind and just put up here, because I'm about an hour or just under an hour before dark at this point. All right, so let me tell you what happened. Let me start at the end. I've got whiskey and soda. So I kept going on that road and I was looking at comments, and I saw right up here by the Freeman Road where there's like the next water cache. There was a comment that there was a pretty sweet campsite 0.3 before that. So I'm like, okay, I'm just gonna make it to there. I topped the hill and there's like a van life van and another car here. I'm like, I wonder what that is. It's people crewing for this race that started today. And so I'm camped here just on the other side of the parking lot from them. and the lady gave me a peanut butter whiskey, and then she asked if there's anything else I'd possibly want, and I said, if you have a Coke. And so it's like one of the smaller ones, but it's like perfect size for what I need right now. I am cold. I need to get cleaned up and change clothes and start cooking because it's already 7 o'clock and it's actually decently light still. So that's good. But anywho, you know what? Because I'm going to run out of light, I'm just going to tell you now, have a good night and I'll see y'all tomorrow.